Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's MargaretGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? I have got a familiar old friend digging around in the pantry, and I thought, wow, this is a good one. Haven't had this one in a long time, and it is a wonderful, wonderful cup of coffee. Hang on, let me get it. Boy, you can see it's steaming here. See that? A great hot cup of coffee this morning. Hang on 1 minute. That is great, and the aroma is wonderful. Magnolia Press Coffee Company Pecan. This came from Jim and Beth Jones. Beth Jones and her husband Jim very, very kindly sent this to the channel, and we've used it in the past. And I was going through the pantry, and there it was. And the aroma is still there. It's still very, very fresh. It's a great cup of coffee. So a big thanks to Jim and Beth Jones for sending this along to the channel. Thank you very, very much. And we're also using our Buc-ee's coffee mug. Jim and Beth Jones reside in Texas. And of course, Barry Bedford, a Texan Shaves, is in Texas, and he sent this along to the channel. So it's our reminder to remind you to tune into the Shave Masters on Instagram every other Tuesday, I believe it is. And they do a great live stream on Instagram every other Tuesday. The Shave Masters, of course, we use their coffee. And Barry Bedford, a Texan Shaves, very kindly sent along to the channel the Buc-ee's coffee mug. Hang on, let me get another sip. Yeah, and as we like to say on the show, a good hot cup of coffee, we say a good cup of coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. That's it. Absolutely. I say it every week. It should be burned into my mind. Well, every once in a while, we slip up, but that's okay. I know you understand. And it's great to be with you this morning. Hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. I really do appreciate that. If you're listening to the audio podcast this morning, thanks very much for tuning in via all those great streams out there, like Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, that sort of thing. We have got a great show for you this morning. First of all, I want to let you know we've changed the lighting a little bit. Nothing drastic or anything like that. But viewer Paul DeJardin very kindly sent along an email and said, "Hey, you know what? That you got that new camera there, and it's the lighting is a little too much on top of your head there." And he was right. And I thought, wow, why didn't I see that? So a big thank you to Paul DeJardin for pointing that out. Now, what we've done is we've got this chandelier here above the table, and we've turned that off, and I've adjusted the lighting here, and I've tried to do some fill lighting around the room here to try to kind of tune things so that there isn't that glaring glow off of my dome. So I hope it works for you, but you will see some shifting in light with the camera as I'm holding things up. See that right there? You can see that how it shifts a little bit as it tries to focus and bring whatever is in the foreground, light that up, that sort of thing. So I'm still learning a little bit about this webcam and the new camera app that I'm using here on the show. But yeah, we'll get through that. And if you have any suggestions, let me know. I do have some other lighting, but it's more studio lighting, something you set up permanently. And I don't have a way to set it up permanently here. So I'm going to look around for some other lighting that's a little more portable, that will maybe, project light in a 45-degree angle and, that sort of thing. If you have any suggestions, please comment below, let me know, or email me at mondaymailbag@gmail.com. Great to be with you. Oh, you know what? We're using an old friend. Wanted to mention to you that Andrew Hill is using a brand new coffee this morning. And he wrote, "Happy 2026, great Monday morning mailbag. I'm having a new coffee, Sleeping Bear Coffee Company. It's a Michigan company. The flavor was Sault Ste. Marie salted caramel." That sounds amazing. Wow. As always, your show is amazing, although you left me wanting some mincemeat pie. Laugh out loud. Again, great show. Hey, Andrew, so glad you enjoyed the show. The mince pies were great. And a big thank you to Joel Toronto for those. They were absolutely great. I have 3 left, and I'm kind of saving them for that one meal that requires a really nice follow-up dessert, something like that. So yeah. They're going to be gone pretty soon, though. Yeah, but they were great. Again, a big thank you to Joel Toronto and Andrew. Thank you for the coffee recommendation, folks. Sleeping Bear Coffee Company, and Andrew was enjoying Sault Ste. Marie salted caramel. Wow, that sounds amazing. Wow. Okay, let me get another sip. Hang on. All right, let's get to some of these topics here and see what we're going to be talking about this morning. We got a really neat shaving tip of sorts, but it's going to lead to a discussion, and I'm going to need some input from you. This was offered to us by James Sefton, so hang in there for that. We've got an amazing shave den visit. Wait until you see this. Boy, oh boy, I'm not going to say anymore. I don't want to spoil it. Stay tuned for that. We have the usual round of reminders. We got some great refill comments this morning. We got some wonderful new wet shave gear to share with you this morning. Really, really terrific stuff. And we also have some really, really neat questions and comments to kind of wrap up the show. So great to be with you this morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Let's get the show kicked off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer James Sefton, and he sent along this email with the subject heading, Alum Block Rest. And he wrote, "Hey Mark, I thought of using a stainless scouring pad for a dock system of my own, and we'll see how it works out." Now that's taking an alum block and just resting it on this stainless steel scouring pad, much like the Phoenix Shaving Dry Dock, which is kind of a plastic mesh kind of a material. And of course, it's got all this great ventilation. You put the alum block in there like that, and you can rest the alum block in there, and it dries out on its own. And it's great. I like it a lot. I have it in my shave den. James followed up with this. Mark, I just typed in my phone about stainless and alum, and it said that you should not do this because it will cause rapid corrosion of the block due to the contact with the metal. I guess I'll just order a dry dock on my next order from Phoenix Shaving. Well, I dug a little deeper with AI, and this is where I'm asking you to please contribute your opinions on this and maybe any knowledge that you have, because AI sometimes can get it wrong. But here's what I asked AI. Does an alum block break down faster when exposed to stainless steel? The answer, no. Alum does not chemically react with stainless steel in any meaningful way, and exposure to stainless steel does not accelerate breakdown, melting, or erosion of an alum block. Alum is chemically stable. Alum blocks are made of potassium alum, a very stable mineral salt. It dissolves only in water, not from contact with metals. Stainless steel is non-reactive. Stainless steel is specifically designed to resist corrosion and chemical reactions. It won't leach anything into the alum or cause it to degrade. What does break down an alum block? Well, here's the answer. Water exposure. Leaving it wet after use is the number one cause of softening, cracking, or dissolving. Humidity. Storing it in a damp environment can cause slow surface erosion. And of course, physical impact. Alum is brittle and can chip if dropped. And I learned that with my Phoenix Shaving alum block right here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it chipped pretty good there when I dropped it. Let's see if I can get a better angle. There it is, right there. But it's smoothed over very, very nicely, and it's still going strong. This is the solid alum block from Phoenix Shaving. Why the myth exists. Some people store their alum block on a stainless steel razor stand or near a razor, and when the alum softens from moisture, it seems like the metal is affecting it, but it's really just water doing the work. How about that? Now, what I'd like to know from you folks is that accurate is what I got from AI, an accurate explanation. And is James going to be okay storing his alum block on that stainless steel scouring pad? And if anyone stores their alum block on a stainless steel scouring pad or something similar, please comment below and let us know. James, thanks very much for a great potential shaving tip. We're going to find out. We're going to find out if it's going to work from all the viewers out there. And James already has a George sketch that we sent him in the past for a shaving tip. And as we like to say, if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use your shaving tip here on the Viewer Morning Shaving Tip segment of the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So James, thanks for a great shaving tip, and it's going to lead to a great discussion. Really do appreciate it. Okay, it's time for a shave den visit.
Grab your favorite shave soap, whip it up, rich and creamy, fill your cup, boom, lather. Hot towel ready, face feels prime, a classic shave, so smooth, so fine. 30 degrees, a light touch, let the razor do the work, no need to rush. Shave like a pro, close and neat, a shave so smooth it can't be beat. Slap on your favorite splash, feel that glow. Shave complete, now you're ready to go. Oh, boom, shave complete, you're ready to go.
Well, today's Shave Den visit comes from viewer Al Soriano. Al, I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. It's spelled capital S-O-R-I-A-N-O. Al Soriano. And he posted this on Facebook. And when I saw it, I just had to share it with all the viewers, and I got his permission to share these photos with you. This is a 1940s Achilles stamp rack carousel conversion to hold shaving brushes. And as he wrote in his Facebook post, here it is, fellas, mission accomplished. Had to make some modifications to make this work, but it was so worth it. Let me know what you think. I'm just sad I filled it up, laugh out loud. That is absolutely amazing. I asked him about this, if this was an actual 3-tier stand or he combined it somehow, but he wrote back and said it was an original 3 tiers stamp stand. It even came with a bunch of stamps, and we'll show those to you right now. And we also have some video that Al sent along showing us exactly how this 3-tier stand works and how it all went together and the modifications that he made. Really amazing. Take it away, Al.
Hello, gents. So here's a little video on the Achilles 1940 stamp rack. This is what it came out with. I had to use these little foam pads. It's just weather stripping, just to protect the brushes. You slide them in, basically slide out and in. It still has the rotation in there. And then the spine was a little short, so I had to modify the spine with this long bolt. It's a 2-foot bolt, and then I just use washers and stopper nut to get it to the height that I wanted to have all the brushes displayed at a nice height. So nice little project. I really didn't spend too much money. You definitely pick these up on Amazon, not Amazon, I'm sorry, at eBay. I seen them on Etsy. Just Google vintage stamp rack and you'll see a bunch of different styles on these. Take care, fellas.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. Bravo, Al. A great modification of a 1940s three-tier carousel stamp stand. And again, it looks like he modified the height of the tiers to accommodate the height of those shaving brushes. And as he says, you can find these on Etsy, on eBay, and you too can have your very own three-tier shaving brush stand in your shave den. It looks absolutely fantastic. Al, thank you again for sending along the photos and also the video and allowing me to share with all the viewers out there. Really, really fantastic. Bravo again. Absolutely love it. Well, here's your reminder to check out shavesplash.com. This is a website that was created by viewer Lee Meyer. If you happen to have a shave soap, but you don't have an aftershave splash for it, well, shavesplash.com is a scent matching website. So you'll be able to find a complimentary aftershave scent that will go with that shaving soap. Really, really terrific. And they also have some great articles and features up there. So check it out. We'll have the link below, shavesplash.com, from viewer Lee Meyer. Well, the channel now has auto dub technology courtesy of Google and YouTube. And as the name suggests, it will automatically translate this audio from English into Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. Pretty amazing. Simply click on the gear in the lower right of the video screen. A menu will pop up, and there you can select the language that you wish to hear the audio in: Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. It translates it from English to any of those languages in real time, on the fly. Pretty amazing. Auto dub. Check it out. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and now iHeartRadio. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low, that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on, let me get another sip here. That is really, really wonderful. And the aroma is fantastic, top notch. Again, Magnolia Press Coffee Company, their pecan. This is terrific. Forgot to share with you what it says on the back label here. I don't know if I can get that. I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't reflect too much off of the light there. And it says, "We believe that there is a familiar and worthwhile pause waiting for us in a good cup of coffee. It's a welcome treat. It breaks up the day with a dose of comfort and familiarity. Enjoy." That's marvelous right there. Yeah, isn't that great? Yeah, absolutely wonderful. And it is a terrific coffee. And a big thank you again to Beth and Jim Jones for sending along to the channel. And a big thank you, there it is right there. And a big thank you to Barry Bedford of Texan Shaves for the Bucky's coffee mug. Love this coffee mug. Absolutely wonderful. Hang on. That is really, really terrific. Boy, we got some great refill comments for you. But before we get to those, we want to remind you that, is the coffee you're drinking healthy? Well, check out Mantic 59's blog website, The Black Coffee Life, where he talks about all the great things having to do with drinking black coffee, the wonderful health benefits that you get from drinking black coffee. And also, check out the Lockhorns. Someday we'll look back on this and quickly change the subject. Hardcover collection of all those great Lockhorns cartoons. And they also have a calendar that's out. The Lockhorns 2026 Laugh-A-Day calendar. Yeah, we're in a new year. Check that out. Start your day off with a delightful Lockhorns cartoon in their Laugh-A-Day calendar for 2026. Both of those by my good friends Bunny Host and John Reiner. Okay, a little bit of housekeeping taken care of. Let's get to some of these Great comments. Shadow Commander 1167 writes, Happy New Year, Mark. That leader shaving box set looks amazing. I'm really looking forward to seeing all the new shaving gear 2026 brings. Take care. Boy, yeah, we got some good stuff today. We also have some great stuff lined up for next week already. Stay tuned. Yeah. You know what? It used to be I was working on these shows from like week to week. I would finish a show and then I would start putting my notes together for the next show. Well, now I'm putting notes together for, 2 shows down the road. I mean, yeah, it's really been, it's been wonderful. Thank you all very, very much for your wonderful support and contributions. I'm just excited to show all this stuff to you. Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah, we got some great stuff ahead of us. So stay tuned. So Shadow Commander, thank you very, very much for the nice words. And I'm looking forward to all this great stuff and great shaving gear that 2026 will reveal to all of us on the Monday Morning Mailbag. William Murphy, 1756 writes, Great show, Mark. I've used the Maxwell June razor with several different blades, and the one that worked best for me was the Persona USA Gem high stainless Japanese steel double-edged blade. These are fairly new blades and hard to find. I got mine from Shave Nation, but they are currently out of stock. Well, check that again, folks, because at the time this arrived and by the time this is broadcast, they might be back in stock. Using the feather blade still gave me irritation. I have another new razor on the way, so stay tuned for another review. Well, looking forward to that, Bill. Thank you very, very much. There you go, Shadow Commander. We got more shaving gear to share with you, and this time courtesy of Bill Murphy once again. Connie makes a great mince pie. She spends a couple of hours to make the mince, and it is fantastic. By the way, the pies you tried are available on Amazon. Have a wonderful week. Thank you again, Bill. Really do appreciate that. And a big thank you to Joel Toronto for the mince pies that he sent to the show. And a big thank you to John Shaves 101 across the pond for introducing all of us to mince pies. I've heard of them in the past, but I didn't know anything about them. So John Shaves 101, thank you very, very much for that. Really do appreciate that. And again, a big thank you to Joel Toronto. The pies are delightful. They're wonderful. They are really, really tasty. Matt A. 8034 writes, Great 3MB, Mark. Happy New Year. All the best. Those mince pies look very impressive. Take care. Matt from the UK. Yeah, Matt, they were really, really very, very good. And as I say, I've got 3 left, so I'm definitely going to savor those. Thanks very much for the comment. Really do appreciate it. Jimmy V Photography checked in. Yeah, cubes last forever. We were talking about the Cube 2.0 in last week's Monday Morning Mailbag, and we had a shave tip talking about how long-lasting the Cube is. Check out last week's show to see that discussion. Anyhow, Jimmy writes, yeah, cubes last forever, and they make a great general-purpose face soap. I never knew that. That's another tip that I'm going to practice in just using a cube as a general face lathering kind of cleanup kind of soap. Maybe even use it as a hand soap. Maybe get some of the smaller parts and kind of squeeze them together and use that as to wash my hands, a hand soap, that kind of thing. That might work as well. Jimmy says here, I love mince pies. My mom used to make mincemeat cookies around holidays. She made a batch. I ate a batch. Laugh out loud. Have a fun and safe New Year, everyone. Jimmy, Happy New Year to you. Great to hear from you. Thank you very, very much. And those mincemeat cookies probably bring back some great, great memories. Brian McCarthy, 1322 writes, Happy New Year, Mark. May 2026 find you smiling, laughing, and happy each and every day. Brian, thank you very much. Another fantastic 3MB as usual. Your face lights up, and you are clearly getting a kick doing these shows. Yeah, my face lit up a little too much last week because of the lighting. But yes, I love doing these shows. I absolutely love it. I love putting together all the notes. I love hearing from all the viewers out there and gathering up all their tips and contributions. I love shooting the video, and I love editing everything together. And with with the new camera and some of the newer programs, hopefully we'll streamline the process a little more and learning a little bit more about editing video and audio. Man, I am just at the tip of the iceberg. The folks who do it as a sideline job or for a living, my gosh, they are real artists, given all the different tools that are available in these editing programs. It's pretty amazing. He writes here, the enthusiasm is contagious. So it looks like you were enjoying that mince pie. The Brits do have some delicious Christmas goodies. My mom, born in Ireland, would make mince pies, butter tarts, a dark fruit cake with marzipan icing, and a trifle loaded with sherry and whiskey that had our Jewish neighbors coming over each year to see if they could stand after eating it. Thanks again for starting the new year off with a positive show. All the best. Hey, Brian, thanks very much for the great holiday memories. And sounds like your mom made some great stuff. Butter tarts. That sounds wonderful, as does the dark fruit cake with marzipan icing. That sounds marvelous. Thanks very much, Brian. Really do appreciate it. Rob Miller checked in. Now, Rob did all those great shaves with Bonnie and Clyde shave soap, a sample. And the question was, did he get 3 shaves from just 1 scoop of the sample? And he clarifies that right here. Mark, you got it correct with the Bonnie and Clyde sample. 3 great shaves. Have a great week and Happy New Year. And that's from Rob Miller. Rob, thanks very much for informing us of how great Bonnie and Clyde shave soap lathered. 1 scoop, 3 great shaves. 3 great lathers from 1 scoop. Rob, thanks for that very much. Really do appreciate that. This comes from Odin Arcade 00. That's it. Odin Arcade 00. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's ODINARCADE 00. Odin Arcade. I think that's it. I got sick too. I love Emergency and Liquid IV. When I'm sick, it helps a lot. Yeah, we were talking about Emergency. It's a supplement that you can take when you're sick. You can also take it to boost your immunity, during cold and flu season. And this other one here, Liquid IV, I haven't heard about that, but we'll mention it. Folks, give it a look. It might help you in recovering from a flu or a cold. Glad everybody is better. I do the same thing. I just picked up my 6S for the first time in a while, and I'm getting great shaves from it. This was regarding our shaving tip from Aaron Watson, I believe, about setting aside a razor and then coming back to it weeks or months later, because your technique will improve. And as your technique improves, that razor might work a lot better for you. And that's what is happening to Odin Arcade 00 with his 6S razor. Which plate are you using on the 6S? The 3 plate, the 4 plate, the 6 plate? Please comment below and let us know. Keith Osmond, 5730, sent this along. Hey Mark, another great Monday morning mailbag about the Mentor razor. The head is made by Yankee. They sell it as the cobbed head. Okay, that's really interesting. This has to do with Tim Whitkup's review that he sent in last week regarding the Razor Rock Mentor razor. Keith continues here. I have seen razors offered by a variety of sellers that look to be selling rebranded versions as well. I love this razor. Italian Barber listed at the top of the medium aggressive ranking, and it is quite efficient, but smoother in my opinion than several of the others in that grouping. It's in my top 10 razors out of roughly 60 at present. I've owned or used another couple of dozen. When I bought mine, they were selling a yin-yang package of the Mission and Mentor heads, plus choice of stainless steel handle. There were 4 or 5 options if memory serves. They don't appear to be offering that package any longer. I think I remember that package as well, Keith. I think you might be correct on that. For the price, in my opinion, there aren't many better razors. One caveat, you have to keep an eye on blade alignment when tightening. As to the Mission, it's an Edwin Jagger DE89 clone listed as mild medium on the razor scale. It's not bad for the price, but Edwin Jagger does it better. If it's in your budget, get the real thing. I agree with you. I think that, I believe I've heard that it is an Edwin Jagger clone or done in that style. And I think the Edwin Jagger is a little smoother and a little milder than the Mission Razor. The Mission Razor can have just a little more growl, I would say, but it's a terrific razor. And again, I have here my original Mission Razor right here with the brass handle, the chrome-plated brass handle right here. This was offered before the stainless steel handles came to be from Italian Barber. And I also have the Mission Razor with the short stainless steel handle. I don't think they offer this one anymore. I could be wrong, but I like the Mission Razor so much. I bought 3 of them. One with the long stainless steel handle, one with the short stainless steel handle, and the first one, the original Mission Razor with the brass chrome-plated handle. And again, I have the Mission Razor head set aside because that handle, that stainless steel handle, is now paired with the Game Changer. But I made sure to, here it is right here, I made sure to label it right here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if you can see that right there. Can you see that? That's the Mission Razor head that I have labeled in this bag here, so that I know that that's the original. That's the Mission Razor head that came with the stainless steel handle. So when I find another stainless steel handle, I'll put it with the razor head there. But the Game Changer gets that stainless steel handle from here on out. Keith, thanks very much for the comment. Really do appreciate it. Roger Stanley, 7948 writes, Happy New Year, Mark. Nice to see you doing well and enjoyed the mincemeat pie segment. I enjoyed it too. It was great. I tried the Walker brand shortbread biscuits this year for the first time and dressed them up with chopped macadamia nuts and a chocolate melt created on the stovetop. A big hit this year. See you next week. That sounds great. Wow. Folks, something for you to try next holiday season or whenever you want. Roger, thanks very much. Hey, John Shaves 101 checked in. The gentleman who kicked off this whole mince pie discussion. Glad you had a chance to try a mince pie. I was about to send you some myself, but got beaten to it. They are so Moorish. That word is spelled M-O-R-E-I-S-H. More on that in just a moment. They are so Moorish. M&S do some that have a shot of whiskey in them. They sell out fast. Have a great week, Mark. So there you go. M&S has the mince pies with a shot of whiskey in them. That I can understand why they sell so quickly. Moorish. I've never seen that word before. I looked it up on AI. Moorish is a British English adjective meaning so tasty or enjoyable that you want to keep eating more. Irresistibly good. Hard to stop at just one. It's commonly used for snacks, desserts, pastries, and comfort foods, exactly like the mince pies that we had on the show. Oh, wow. Thanks very much for that term, John. Really, really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, we got an email with an image that Tim Whitcup had very kindly sent along, and Proraso shaving cream in a can. Did you know this? I did not know this, but Proraso makes a shaving cream in a can, and we're trying to find it online, and really it's kind of scarce. So I talked about this on last week's Second Cup, and I got some feedback from viewers. James Sefton did a Google search and sent along a link where a lot of different sources came up that you could just click on any of the thumbnail images and get to an online seller for Proraso shave cream. Thanks very much, James, for that. Really do appreciate it. We'll have that link below. J Tekken X also checked in. And the subject heading was Proraso Shave Foam Second Cup Response. Hi, Mark. I just listened to Second Cup and enjoyed it as usual. I purchased some Proraso Shave Foam via Amazon, but upon looking there now, all 3 varieties are no longer available. And he has those linked below, and they all say currently unavailable. I did search on Google and found various cans available here and there, but didn't want to click on possibly dubious sites. Entirely understandable. I did find the white and blue versions available for sale at Shave Nation, and he provided those links. I have yet to try the Proraso Shave Foam and just bought it on a whim when on sale on Amazon. Hope this helps. Jay, this helps a great deal. Thanks for the Shave Nation links. We'll provide those links below so people can check out Proraso shave cream in a can. I never knew they made that. So a big thank you to Tim Whitcup, James Sefton, and J Tekken X for all the great information regarding Proraso shave cream in a can. Gentlemen, thanks again very, very much. Well, earlier in the show, you heard Bill Murphy mention that he had another razor on the way. Well, here's the razor. I believe this is the one he's talking about. Mark, I just received another new razor for the Shave Den. It's the Oliworks Meteorite Aluminum Razor in blue. The razor comes in a beautiful box that has foam packing to protect the razor during shipping. The razor comes in 4 colors: gray, orange, blue, and red. Also, the razor comes with 3 base plates that they call trays for mild, medium, and aggressive shaves. The trays are marked with a comet and tail. 1 tail marks the mild, 2 tails mark the medium, and 3 tails mark the aggressive tray. The handle is not knurled, it is machined and looks rough, but it is extremely comfortable. This makes for a great grip and will not slip with wet hands. The one I ordered was blue. The pictures do not do it justice. The blue is a very striking color and I love it. Also included was a 5-pack of Clsoing blades, all for $69. You can also order extra trays for a different color combination and a different handle. There are different handle lengths in all colors. Here are the specifications. Now, the weight is 1.42 ounces or 40.5 grams. The length for the short handle is 3.56 inches or 90.3 millimeters. The length for the long handle is 4.06 inches or 103.124 millimeters. The width is 1.70 inches or 43.18 millimeters. The blade gap and exposure in inches, well, the mild tray, the blade gap is 0.02 with an exposure of 0.0027. The medium, the blade gap is 0.03 with an exposure of 0.0054, and the aggressive, the blade gap is 0.04 with an exposure of 0.0081. Now he gives the blade gap and exposure in millimeters. Mild, the gap is 0.508 millimeters and the exposure is 0.0686. The medium, the gap is 0.762 millimeters and the exposure is 0.1372 millimeters. And the aggressive, the gap is 1.016 millimeters and the exposure is 0.20574 millimeters. So there you are, the blade gaps and exposures in both inches and millimeters. Bill, thank you very much for that information. He continues here. They also have the same razor design in stainless steel, but with only 1 tray of your choice, and in titanium with 3 trays. My first shave was amazing. I started with the medium tray for the first pass and it was very smooth and comfortable. I switched to the mild tray for the second and third pass and was even more comfortable. The result was a near BBS finish. I used the Clsoing blade that came with the razor and was surprised at how smooth it was. I also purchased a matching brush in blue. The handle is in the same machine finish as the razor and hefty and a comfortable grip. You can choose the type of knot you want or even just the handle. I ordered the G5 synthetic. This made a quick lather. The brush is $49 for the synthetic knot, $59 for the badger knot, and $40 for just the handle. I came across Oliworks by several reviews on YouTube and on several Shave of the Day Facebook posts. Here is their website link, and we will provide that below. And he writes, thanks, Bill Murphy. Bill, thank you very, very much. But he also followed up here. As usual, I forgot to mention, the razor blade end tabs are enclosed. What really sold me on trying this razor were a couple of YouTube reviewers that tried the razor for the first time on camera and seeing their surprised reaction to how smooth it shaved. Thanks again, Bill Murphy. Wow, Bill, thank you very, very much for a terrific, terrific review of the Oliworks Meteorite aluminum razor. That sounds like an outstanding razor at our great price point. You get the razor with 3 different trays for mild, medium, and aggressive, and a lot of different color combinations and a great, machined handle that has a great grip. You can also get a matching shave brush with a synthetic or badger knot or just the handle, put in your own knot. Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. Bill, enjoy the razor. Thanks so much for an outstanding review. Really do appreciate it. We received this email from viewer Scott Martin, and the subject heading reads, Witam, Mark, and that's spelled capital W-I-T-A-M, or maybe it's pronounced Witam. I think it's Polish. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's greetings, Mark. I'm not sure. Anyhow, Scott writes here, another great episode this week, Mark. This show never fails to surprise me with the wide variety of products that get covered, especially last week when I was excited to see one of my favorite shaving creams, Leader, from Poland. Last year, I bought a couple of Polish products, Leader and another brand called Bond. Both have performed beautifully in the shave den, so I'm glad to see Leader get a little exposure on the channel. That Leader Tapo box is something else and a steal for the price. Yeah, this entire kit came from viewer Lee Moyer. Lee, thank you again very, very much. And last Friday, we did a review of the Leader shave cream in a tube and also the aftershave splash. Boy, this was great. I really enjoyed the shave. Really, really terrific. Anyhow, he continues here. To anyone looking to try something new, give Leader a chance. I guarantee you'll be blessed with a heaping brush of Boom Plana. I just typed Boom Lather into Google Translate. Who knows if that's correct? Laugh out loud. Cheers, Scott. So I think Scott was interweaving a little bit of Polish into his email here with Witam and Plana. Sounds good to me, Scott. And yeah, thank you so much for confirming how wonderful the Leader shave products are. Again, a big, big thank you to Lee Meyer, who has family roots in Poland. He goes back to Poland with his family to visit family there. And you know what? He sent along Leader. He also sent along the Clsoing razor from Poland. Thank you again very much for that. Really do appreciate that, Lee. So we did a review on this. We've got another review coming on this in using the canned shave cream. Boy, this is great too. Really, really enjoyed this. And we're doing some shaves with Leader. Really, really terrific, terrific product, and worth another mention on this week's show in the new Wet Shave Gear segment because it's really terrific. And another thing I wanted to mention, I was doing a shave the other day and I caught myself. I don't know if you can see it right here. Can you see it? Right there, you probably have seen it during the show, a little bit of a nick. And that was operator error. I didn't lift the razor away from my face before moving to the next area to be shaved, and I just caught myself a little horizontal nick. So I used a little bit of the Pacific Shaving Company's Nick Stick with the roller ball. You've seen me use that on the show before and talk about it. And I used this aftershave splash. And boy, did this help in closing that up. I think the combination of the Nick stick and this really helped, but boy, this really, really helped close it up. It has some great moisturizing qualities, and I really like the scent. The scent is nice, but the scent of the shave cream is a little more pronounced, perfect for your shave. So definitely check these out. We'll have a link below where you can get them online. A big, big thank you to Lee Meyer, and also a big thank you to Scott Martin for confirming how great these are. And there's also another brand from Poland called Bond that you can check out as well. And if anybody has used Bond, please send in a review, send in some photos. Would really, really be interested in sharing that with all the viewers out there. So Scott, thanks again very, very much for confirming how great Leader is. Really do appreciate it. Well, speaking of reducing nicks and cuts and redness, we need to mention once again Pacific Shaving Company's caffeinated shaving cream, and they also have a caffeinated aftershave balm. It's got a great spearmint scent, and we have reviewed this several times on the channel, and I just want to remind you of this option. This is a very, very good product from the folks at Pacific Shaving Company. We'll link their website below where you can check these out and everything that they have to offer. Here's what they have to say about the caffeinated shaving cream. This outstanding shaving cream utilizes the many benefits of naturally derived caffeine to help liven up your morning shave routine. It will give you an exceptional shave, help reduce the appearance of redness, and keep your skin looking and feeling healthy all day. It may not replace your morning coffee, but it will give a little extra kick to your morning routine. A little goes a long way. It's fortified with antioxidant-rich, naturally derived caffeine, safe and natural ingredients, aloe and spearmint, no synthetic fragrances, no animal testing, vegan, paraben-free, long-lasting concentrated formula, and they also have TSA travel-friendly sizes right here. How about that? Made in the USA, and these are terrific. You can throw these in your DOP kit and get a great shave and a great aftershave balm. Take it with you when you travel. Yeah, TSA travel-friendly sizes right there, and also the larger sizes available. And they also have natural shave creams and a lot of other things available on their website at Pacific Shaving Company. And again, we're going to get this. We're going to do another review of this in the Shave Den because I really, really enjoyed the shaves that I got with it, and I think it would help reduce redness from something like this right here. It's a terrific product. Check it out from Pacific Shaving Company. Caffeinated shaving cream and caffeinated aftershave balm. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some of these questions and comments. We received this email from viewer Jimmy V Photography, and he writes, "Hi Mark, Happy New Year, my friend. I hope it's the best one yet for both of us. Going to be busy with a lot of great shaves. I started 2026 off with an American-made Persona comfort-coated Med Prep blade in my titanium Yates winning razor. Combine that hardware with John from, now that's a shave to kick off a new year. I agree, that's outstanding. Like many of my fellow wet shavers, I have several shaving brushes, but always seem to come back to my first Phoenix shaving brush, the Atomic Rocket. There's just something about the handle shape and size that makes building a lather and slathering it on joyful. Anyway, again, Happy New Year, my friend. And that's from Jimmy V Photography. Yeah, I agree with you, Jimmy. These Atomic Rockets are absolutely fantastic. I have the original right here, and I also have the fan knot version. Right now they have a Clsoing style knot available, but the handle is the big selling point. Boy, this handle is just so comfortable. It's comfortable, it's grippy, it's got great weight to it, wonderful balance. And as they write on the product page, as Douglas writes on the product page, the Atomic Rocket is based on one of my favorite, somewhat rare, vintage ever-ready shave brush handles. It's true, this bad boy is burly. Weighing in at 4.4 ounces, it practically whips up a lather itself. A solid, heavy resin design, a good weight, great balance, and feels extremely comfortable in the hand. I also find the 26mm synthetic suave Clsoing style knot to be the perfect size. The advantage of the synthetic knot means zero break-in time and less to worry about in maintenance and care. This baby was built to last. Yeah, it's lasted a good long time. This is like the first synthetic shaving brush I bought when I started my wet shaving journey, 10 years ago? Something like that? Yeah. This one right here, and it's still going strong. Absolutely. I have to check my records on when that date was. Maybe it was more along the lines of 2018. But again, it was early on in my wet shaving journey, just when I was starting my wet shaving journey and starting this channel. And he finishes up here, a vintage look while possessing a modern wet shaving savviness and sensibility. Brick red and ivory equals sexy beast. Yeah, that is really a terrific, terrific look. And I'm so glad I got both knots when they were available. And this Atomic Rocket is still available. The handle is the big selling feature right here. It feels so great in the hand. It's wonderful weight. It's great for bowl lathering or face lathering. Give it a look. Jimmy, thanks again for reminding us of how great the Phoenix Shaving Atomic Rocket shaving brush is. Really do appreciate it. We received this email from viewer Abene Samant, and the subject heading reads, Great episode and reflections on American razor blades. And Abene writes, Hi Mark, great episode as always. So glad to see you back in good form. I actually used Leader a couple of years ago and thoroughly enjoyed it, especially the shave cream and aftershave splash. I love discovering products used by everyday folks around the world. It adds a special charm to the hobby. I agree. As we've mentioned, Leader is to Poland, what Proraso is to Italy, what Tabak is to Germany, as I understand it. And this is a great, great brand. Very well known throughout Poland from what Lee Meyer has been telling us, and just delivered a great shave. Check out Friday's review of the Leader Shave Cream and Aftershave Splash. Really, really enjoyed it. Avi, thanks very much for confirming how wonderful Leader is. I didn't mean to stir up a tempest in a teapot regarding the American razor blades. You didn't. It's just a friendly discussion. I've used them in a Henson, both mild and medium, a Rockwell 6S with the R4 plate, and just last night in my Parker adjustable, level 5 with the grain, level 4 across the grain, and level 3 against the grain, all with good success. My friend Cress has had similar results. Oh, we've met Cress at the Maggard meetup. Hi, Cress. Great to hear from you again. I found the blade to be smooth and extremely economical. Definitely a one and done, which is fine by me. When I bought them, they were incredibly cheap. $8.99 Canadian, which translates to $6.50 US dollars. For 200 blades. That's for 200 blades. At that price, about 3 cents per blade, they were worth the risk. Of course, if the price were higher, I'd look elsewhere. I agree there are better blades out there, but these make for solid journeyman blades at a fantastic price. Part of the joy of this hobby is trying new things. Some expensive, some cheap. My favorite part is mixing and matching everything and enjoying the process. All the best, Abby. And I say, Abby, here, well said, bravo. Yeah, it's all part of the process. You try new things and you discover new things and you get some wonderful results from your shaves. Other times, okay, maybe not so great, but that's all part of the wonderful process of doing the traditional wet shave. There are so many options out there. You'll find a razor, a brush, a shave cream that fits your beard type and your wallet, and everything else in between. And American razor blades is a good example of an economical blade that might work in your razor as well. And as Abby says, obviously at that price, it's a one and done. And I agree. I'm okay with that too. And he sent along some American razor blades not so long ago, and we're going to review this. We're going to review this blade and put it in a good razor, like a Mula 89 or the Timeless Bronze razor, or the Game Changer, or a Phoenix shaving razor, or maybe the Rex Supply Envoy razor, or the Rex Supply Page razor. One of those great razors, and give it a shave and see how it performs. And yeah, I agree with you, Abby. Absolutely, the absolutely fun, great part of doing the traditional wet shave is the process, and you get to mix and match all these different great items that come into our shave den. A great time to be doing the traditional wet shave. Abby, thanks again for the additional feedback on the American razor blades, because I know some viewers out there like Aaron Watson and Beth Jones were wondering about the razor you used and that sort of thing. So thanks very much for providing all that information. Abby, thanks again very much. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZerati, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video, or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.